Hi everyone, it's Amber. Today I'm going to show you how to make a witch hat, and it's pretty easy. You only need some felt, fabric, a needle and thread, and stuff to decorate it with. Oh, and of course to make a pattern, some pattern paper, normal paper, and a pencil, and yeah, whatever you need for that. It's also not necessary to know how to sew, because I will be teaching you the stitch I used to make like this whole hat. And like I said, pretty easy. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I have to say for now. Let's go to the tutorial. Okay, so first we're going to make a pattern for the brim of the hat. This is what it's going to look like, and this part will be cut out. Because you're going to fold the fabric in half, the pattern will look like this. Again, with this cut out. The measurement of this part is going to be 46 centimeters. The width of this part is going to be 22 centimeters. For me, it's a little bit big, but I'm planning on wearing the hat with a wig, so keep that in mind. If you're not going to wear a wig, just measure around your head. Next, we're going to measure this. This part is going to be half of this, so it will be 23 centimeters. And that's everything you have to know for the pattern of the brim of the hat. So this is the pattern I made, even though I only needed half of it, but this is just to show you what it will look like in the fabric. You need 2 layers of fabric for this, because otherwise it won't be able to stand up on its own. By hand, this is pretty easy, so everyone can do it, and you don't need a sewing machine for it. I don't know what the stitch is called, but I will put it on screen right here. And what you're going to do is use like the last stitch. You're going to make another stitch, but you're also going to put the needle through the loop, so you have the thread covering like the side.
So after sewing, it's time to fold it in half, pin it, and cut out the middle. I think it's easier to pin it after sewing, so the fabric won't shift and it's harder to mess everything up.
Okay, so for the top of the hat, we're going to make a triangle pattern. And of course, don't forget to fold the fabric and align this side of the pattern to the fold of the fabric. So this side of the triangle is going to be 50 centimeters. And this side is going to be 33 centimeters.
So this is a piece of fabric you will end up with after using that pattern. Now we are going to sew together this side. For this I'm also using a blanket stitch just to make it easier for beginners, but you can also use any other stitch or sewing machine. And after that we're going to turn it right side out.
So now I've pinned everything together. Now I'm just going to sew it together with the same technique I used with all the sewing I did so far. So yeah, so as you can see, all the stitching here is done, and that's almost all the sewing. However, if you don't like your witch hat to stand up like this, and that's not really how I want it, there is still a little bit of stitching to do. If you go to the back of the hat where the seam is, and you want the hat to be flipped over a little bit, you're just going to reach inside and pinch, like right there where you want to fold. And then you go do that all throughout the seam wherever you want it to get the shape you want. Because this felt is pretty sturdy on its own, like as you can see, also because of the how we did the stitching here, it stays up, so it doesn't need any padding, like filling or whatever you want to call it inside. That's how you make the basic hat, and now it's time to decorate. For mine, I used some ribbon like all around here. I made a bow out of it on the zip with a little bell, and I also added some fake leaves, berries, and a peacock feather because I went for a forest witch vibe. But do whatever you want to do with it, and if you are on Instagram, tag me in a picture of it because I would love to see what you did with your own witch hat if you use this tutorial. So yeah, I hope you liked this video. If you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe if you didn't already do that. Thanks for watching, and until next time. Bye guys!